Hello everybody, this is Conquering History Games, and welcome back to part 2 of my combined Syndicates of America playthrough. I know that it's taken a little while for me to get here to this part 2, but it was because right after I did part 1, I found out that in the new hotfix, there was going to be tons of new events for the combined Syndicates of America, so that's why I have not played as them, because I was waiting for that hotfix to come in, and of course, there's always little bugs. I haven't run into any bugs myself, except for like a couple of localization things, but you never know what's going to happen, so I just waited for the hotfix. So here we are. I can't believe it. Who's in charge? It doesn't make sense. It's not right. It's unfair. How is Huey in charge? And so what we're going to do now is just get ready. Just not really a whole lot to do. Socialist Party of America is contesting the election results, as they should. Members of the Socialist Party of America have refused to accept the results of our free and fair election, claiming the electoral college system has subverted the will of the majority. Jack Reed has said as much and called the whole of Congress reactionary for this injustice. So we're at negative 21% of the stability. It's pretty crazy. So what I think we need to do is, what do we need to do? I don't know, get military police or something. I don't know if any of this stuff is, I kind of hope it does. Actually, wait, let's switch that out. There we go. Switch out the logistics. So Hoover criticizes the president. He's criticizing Long and the American First Party, as he should. Now, somebody in the comments did end up doing the math for me because I was just too lazy to bother to whip out a calculator. And they did say that if we were strictly looking at popular vote, the Socialist Party of America would have won that election. But anyway, now we just wait, and we are going to let the events go through. Light cruiser development. That's right, I forgot I was doing all this. Let's do battleship development. Because that's a good idea, right? Let's set up the Federalist Navy to be even stronger when I don't have one, so they can just shore bombard the hell out of me all the time. But it should be fun. It's going to be a tough civil war, I think. From everything I've observed, I would argue that it is MacArthur's America and the CSA that have the hardest civil war. Although I did notice in the checksums, or not the checksum, in the changelog, that they've now changed the divisions and where they spawn for the United States. So I don't know what that means, but maybe they're distributed better. It's kind of tough because like you can make all sorts of arguments for where they're supposed to spawn. Where it is right now is you basically have half of them spawn in the west, half of them spawn in the east. I don't know what the new change is going to be, though. I don't know if, like, is everybody going to spawn on one side or the other? Because obviously that'll drastically change. They want investment. Huey Long's going to not help them out. New Year's Day strike. In protest of the election results, the Socialist Party of America has launched a strike on New Year's Day, which has crippled the industries of the North. A Council of Trade Unions has been set up to run the cities of the Steel Belt during the strike. The news media has demonized this to be similar to the general strike that set off the British Revolution. Oh, yeah. That's an excellent point. Strikes would be seen as much, much more serious because of 12 years earlier, the British royal family having to flee the country because of something that started as a strike of miners. What's outdated? Oh, the pea shooter. Let's get the Hawk in there instead. And yeah, I guess rubber. Alright, battleship stuff is done. Let's get some dockyards or something. So this one's a little unusual, this particular campaign, because usually I stop part 1 right before the Civil War starts, but here I wanted to end it on the joke. And yeah, there's going to be some jokes. Like I said, the folk song bit that I'm going to be doing, some of them are going to be Cindy songs. There's going to be like labor songs, classic IWW songs, but a lot of them are going to be comedy stuff. Long's inaugural address. The country's social problems have forced the American people to turn to radical solutions. The two-party system is broken down, and Huey P. Long is to be sworn in as the 31st President of the United States, with William Lemke being sworn in as the Vice President. In a stirring speech in Washington, D.C., Long has pledged to defend the interests of the people and to put the interests of the regular American above anybody else. However, the American First Party's slim majority in Congress means they may find it challenging to pass meaningful legislation, especially in the Senate, where the Socialist Party of America senators have promised to filibuster any law as it sees as detrimental to America. And if I do remember correctly, Jack Reed is in the Senate. At least in the old version of the lore. I haven't actually read the lore in a while, and I don't know what's been updated here. Okay, so the Executive Order 7037, he's giving relief to farmers, but yeah, if I remember correctly, Jack Reed is supposed to be the senator from New York. One of the senators, because obviously every state gets 2 senators. Wealth and fear go hand in hand. You see, I never understood this. But anyway, this has trickled down to the... That's pretty funny talking about wealth and trickling down, but it's of socialism. This has trickled down to the middle-class readers who are beginning to radicalize in favor of the Socialist Party of America. The people's voices are growing louder. Trickle-down socialism. That's funny. But we just gotta wait now. See, this is usually this... Oh, shoot. Okay, so I think that was just Huey Long pissing off Congress or something. My bad. What's going on in the rest of the world, though? France went with the Empire. No hoarding of gold, sharing the wealth and whatnot. Look at the syndicalists over here, over there. Radical socialists here. Look at that. We got a rainbow coalition of the 3 left parties here in Europe. Executive Order 7048 is declared unconstitutional by the Supreme Court. Oh, and then here's, the reference to Andrew Jackson and John Marshall's little feud. Little feud, that's some way to put it, huh? Charles Hughes has made his decision, now let him enforce it. Where he said, I think he said, Mr. Marshall has made his decision, now let him enforce it. Okay, Austria went social conservative. Seems to happen more and more these days. Packing the court. He's going to try to put in 6 prolonged justices. And the Princely Federation is dissolving the council, so gotta watch out for that. Looks like the Indo-Chinese rebellion is going to fail pretty hard. What do we got here? Air supremacy, submarine stuff. Executive Order 7050, citing yet national concerns due to the anarchistic nature of the Combined Syndicates of America. Huey Long has passed an executive order that has declared them an illegal organization that seeks to overthrow the country, and as such, all force shall be used to oppose them. This is also clearly aimed at the Socialist Party of America, which supports them as a clear warning to stay in line. Excellent. It's going to be quite a war. And, of course, Canada lies to our north. What path have they gone down? Have they done any of their army stuff? Because I swear I read somewhere that, because I haven't played Canada in ages, that they have to go down their army path to open the decision. Reid publicly denounced the order as being unconstitutional and an act that would provoke the country's workers against Long. He has organized large rallies and protests against them with his paramilitary forces there to keep the workers safe from government thugs. Send in the boys and Minutemen to arrest. Somebody made a submod, which I want to test out because it sounds interesting. Now, I want to say, I personally do not have a problem with Canada intervening in the Second American Civil War. I know that it's been really controversial lately, I guess because more people... And it's been around since, I think, 0.7, but I think people are more upset about it now because people are now playing the United States again. They probably weren't because they were waiting for the rework. Hold on a second. In an unexpected move, police have refused to enforce the various executive orders. With Chicago, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, and other cities scattered throughout the Steel Belt, they have declared a police strike in solidarity with the workers. Damn! Policemen have unions too. While they worked to keep order, police union leaders publicly declared that they would not follow the laws of King Long. Thus, Long called in the army to enforce his laws. Wow. Anyway, so I was saying about Canada, I don't have a problem with the intervention personally, but I know that there's some people who think it shouldn't be that way, or like only Canada should intervene and not the entire Entente. So somebody made a submod where if Canada intervenes, I think they have to wait a certain amount of weeks before they do, and they cannot call in the Entente. I have to read the changelog of it, but I thought it was really interesting, and kudos to whoever did that because it seems to have been a pretty controversial issue in the community. So now, if you don't like how the intervention works, just go get the submod. And I think that's great. So the Minutemen clash with the CSA. When the Minutemen arrived in the Steel Belt to enforce the laws of the president, they were immediately set upon by members of the Combined Syndicates of America and her supporters. Shootouts quickly became commonplace, and the violence spread throughout almost every major city in the Steel Belt. It was quickly noticed that the president has no authority within the Steel Belt. Send in the army again. Also, not to mention, you got to remember, if Canada intervenes in the Civil War, it's kind of a, I guess, a low risk situation, but like it could become horrible for the Entente, because at least this is how it was working in 0.7 when I was doing my Indo-Chinese Union campaign. The Entente just suddenly dissolved when Canada was capitulated by the CSA in that campaign. Was it the CSA? I think it was the CSA. So basically, if Edward has to flee Canada, the Entente just dissolves because the British royal family has no authority anymore. They're just a complete joke. So if that happens, that means everybody, the French Empire, India, Australasians, they all are now super vulnerable because they're not in a faction anymore. So that's the risk reward. Okay, MacArthur and the army removes Long. Douglas MacArthur marched into Washington, D.C. today to restore order, having declared Long to be a tyrant and attempted to arrest him at the White House. Having been tipped off by America First Party informants in MacArthur's command staff, it's probably Patton and others, Long was able to stay ahead of the traitorous general and has escaped to New Orleans. MacArthur has chosen to inhabit the White House and coordinate an investigation into Long from the executive chair. Civil war is imminent. Yeah, there's Mosley. It was probably Mosley who tipped him off. My allegiance was to the Republic, MacArthur, to democracy! President Long declares the American Union State. President Long has escaped to New Orleans and has declared that MacArthur is a traitor to the people of America. He and his followers have risen up in the South and Southwest. He has spoken on the radio, urging all Americans to support the legitimate president and fight against the tyrannical MacArthur. We're going to stand by the Republic for now. And here we go, baby. Reed declares the Second American Revolution. Jack Reed has given a rousing radio broadcast in Chicago, urging all his followers to rise up against the twin tyrants of MacArthur and Huey Long. Within the hour, local army barracks are secured by sympathetic elements in the military or by local militia, and within the day, major ports and roads, as well as city halls and state capitals in the Steel Belt, are secured by the newly formed Combined Syndicates of America. Okay. The disaster, the rising has begun. Stand by the workers. So here we are. We are the Combined Syndicates of America. And freeze! Freeze, timer, freeze. So first off, let's talk about Jack Reed. Does he have his little bio here? Good, so I don't have to, like, riff. Jack Reed, the leader of the Combined Syndicates of America. A writer, a trade union leader, a senator, a journalist, and a syndicalist. John Jack Reed is many things. After the death of his predecessor, Alexander Berkman, this fiery radical socialist took the reins of the American syndicalist movement, and he has led this organization to great success. While this long path from journalist to president has brought him many enemies, it has also brought him many allies. He is determined to become the American version of Sébastien Farrer, the founder of the Commune of France, a charismatic, unifying syndicalist demagogue who shall turn his country into what he perceives to be a perfect society. Demagogue, I'm not sure if that was meant to be used in a positive way. I guess it's a little weird. I've never heard the term demagogue used positively. It's always used as like a slur, you know? It's an insult. It's a condemnation, right? Okay, I guess we'll set up some military factories to get built. Oh, do we still have? Okay. Yeah, just keep building some slots here. All right, we have no army right now. Okay, Second Constitutional Convention, obviously that's not going to be till much later. So, time to do the only, I think I mentioned this in part 1, which land doctrine I'm going to do. I'm trying to do different land doctrines and all the different countries that I play as. So we're going to be going mass assault, which is right here, yeah, decentralized command. So we're going to institute the Red National Guard. The Illinois, Pennsylvania, and Ohio National Guards all stayed loyal to the will of the American people. We need to encourage these guardians of freedom to have the tools they need to win this war. So what I think is kind of cool, and I don't know all of them yet because I haven't started to work on a guide, but when you get either to the Expand National Guard or Expand the Army, these are going to have different bonuses you get as a result of which path you go down. So that's cool. Of course, we have our National Spirit Revolutionary Militia, which increases recovery rate in our division attack and defense, but it lowers our organization and planning speed. That was kind of a nerf. Seriously hurts our planning speed 50%. That was a nerf that they put in a few patches ago. Oh, nice. Do we start with some infantry equipment in reserve? Excellent. Okay, so it's 1937. We're We're going to start working on mass assault. Perfect weapons are overrated. A large number of good enough weapons is the path to victory. So we'll get that reinforce rate going. Let's pick up the radio. We're going to get dispersed, and should I even bother with repair? Not going to bother with repair. Everything's going to get too ugly. I'm not going to be able to deal with it. Okay. Oh, and free dockyards. You know what? Screw the Navy. Don't need it. Okay. Whoa! Okay. That is definitely new. They all spawned on my borders. Okay, that must be a result of the hotfix. Damn, how many freaking divisions do they have? 193? That's bull! How am I supposed to win? Oh wait, I also have that many. Okay, or something like that. I've got 119. So I have less. But damn, boy. That's crazy. Okay. Wow. We need a... Okay, this was not ready for this. Let's, this is going to take a lot of organizing. You know what? It's already been 15 minutes. Okay, tell you what, guys. What I'm probably going to do here is just organize this, and we won't actually start the war yet. I don't know. I need to figure this out. I was not ready for this. Okay, so we need another 24. 6, 6. These are all National Guard divisions. There we go. Okay, I need a... Yeah, this is gonna take a little while for me to organize. Alright, New England. This is... We'll call this the Army of the Red Potomac. Yeah, Potomac. Potomac? Okay, Army of Virginia. Because its task will be to liberate Virginia. Let's also start getting this together. Okay. All right, we got a lot of things we got to do here. Whoops, that is not what I meant to do. All right, of course, Smedley Butler is going to be our guy. The BME, the best Marine ever. We can give him a new trait here right out of the gate. Disorganization first. Yeah, let's just keep stacking up all those reinforcement bonuses. Okay, I'll sign generals in a second here. Alright, so we got those 24. Then another 24. Something like that. Watch them all zigzag. It's just going to piss me off. It's going to happen. Yeah. Get you guys here. This is going to take a little while to organize, guys. Sorry about that. All right, whoops. There we go. 8, 8. Wow. This is going to take a little longer than my American Union State one, I think. Just a premonition I've got. All right, so this is the Midwest. Okay, now we do have a couple of spare people here. Oh, we got some tanks. Nice. Revolutionary. Oh, geez, that means I'm going to be running into... If I've got tanks, that means they've got tanks, doesn't it? Or is it like revolutionary armor? The first people's fist, the other people's fist. It's like the left and the right. The Illinois Tractor Division, the Detroit Secret Squad. So what, like it's RoboCop? Okay, so I know just who I want to put in charge of these guys. There's some really interesting generals that you get here in here is the combined syndicates. Well, they all get interesting generals. Like, of course, the American Union State has Pelly and all them. Not Pelly. What did I just say? Patton. Pelly. They don't have Pelly. Well, they do have Pelly. But let's move you guys like that, I think. All right. Bring you up here. You guys are going to be a little stretched out. So this is the Midwest Army. Over here, this is going to be the Kentucky Army group. All right, so we've got a lot of stuff to do here, and I still have some unassigned divisions, some motorized equipment. Okay, so interesting. Knights of Labor, Auto Workers, Second, Third, Auto Workers, Brotherhood of Locomotives, American Railway Union, United Transport Union. Damn, there is. And we get a few divisions here to watch Canada with. Let's do this. Jeez, what a massive army to start with. Like, it really makes me wonder, like, wait a minute. Whoops. Yeah, really, I call it the People's Fist. The People's Fists. Fists. Yeah, wow, I'm actually kind of nervous about how the war is going to play out now, since we have tons of divisions here. So these ones, since these ones are going into the Midwest, do I have a commando here? Yes, George H. Cannon, who is considered reckless. He's a trickster and a commando, but we're going to use him for right now. So this guy, I believe, was the first Marine during World War II to get decorated. Let's move these down here a little bit. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Now let's take a couple of you guys, just a couple. Reassign you over here. And where else do I have? Like too many. Just one more somewhere, like the Philadelphia unit. Just get them over here. Okay, so you need to delete that. Get you right here against Detroit. Oh, geez, look at that huge line. What a joke. All right, it's fine. Okay, we look okay there. All right, I think things are now getting a little cleaner. So over here, the Army of Red Virginia. We're gonna put you with Milton Wolfe. The New England Force. You're gonna be under Joseph Byrie. Down here, the Kentuckians. You're gonna be with. Damn, I remember the CSA having more divisions than this, but. All right, we got Holdridge here, and the Canadians, you've got Oliver Law. Do I still have unassigned divisions? Yes, I do. Okay. Just keep assigning them over there, Oliver Law. Now, I need to decide, wow, who am I going to go after first? Should I go after the United States or the American Union state first? Obviously, the Pacific states are going to be out doing who knows what. Am I not assigning these or something? Why does it keep saying they're not assigned? There we go. Okay, that was weird. We got tons of Jeez, 39 military factories. I don't remember any of this stuff, but okay, we do have heavy tanks. Oh, apparently they're light tanks. Okay, wait, what do these actually look like? Revolutionary Armor Heavy. So they are heavy tanks, but I have no way to actually replace them? What the hell? The Minnesota Revolutionaries. That's awesome. Okay. How am I gonna play this? Let's try to get some support equipment working, some artillery as well. I guess maybe some light tanks so I could switch them out. No, that's dumb. We'll just, whatever we have, we're going to use, and then when it's gone, it's gone. What do we want? Maybe a few fighters, some closer support, just a little bit, just to kind of replace as we go. But besides that, I think we need to focus hard on the infantry equipment for right now anyway. Okay. Obviously, we are going to trade with the Commune of France when we can. Or, wait, what's going on here? Let's let a little bit of time go by. Okay, you know what? I think I'm just going to stop it there. I'm sorry that it's a short episode. I'll try to get another one up tomorrow. But, wow. Looks like Huey got the short end of the stick. So he went from being the strongest to not so much. Okay, anyway, thank you for joining me. I'm Conquering History Games. And in the next episode, we're going to take all these fine members of the Union, and we're going to put them underneath our red flag, and we're going to fight in the Second American Revolution. And much appreciated all you National Guardsmen who came along for the ride. It should be fun. I'll see you then. Have a great one. Bye.
Should I ever be a soldier? Neath the red flag I would fight. Should have gun I ever shoulder, it's to crush the biases mine. Join the army of the toilers, men and women fall in line. Wage slaves, the world arouse, do your duty for the cause for workers' liberty. They're spending billions every year for guns and munitions, their army and their navy dear, to keep in good condition, while millions lie in misery and billions die before us. Don't sing my country 'tis of thee, just sing this little chorus. Should I ever be a soldier, beneath the red flag I will fight. Should a gun I ever shoulder, it's to crush the boss's might. Join progressive labor parties, men and women fall in line. Wake slaves of the world aroused, do your duty for the cause for workers' liberty.